In this video, we are finally going to be going over reviewing my Jeep Commanche with a LS swap. So we picked this up a few months ago and I still have not unloaded it, you guys. We've been working on all the other stuff, the Hellcat swap Ram 1500, the Hemi swapped 2nd gen, we've got the Hellcat swap Dakota, and here is the Jeep. So if you guys remember this thing is a Commanche and it's got a lot of parts, and that's kind of what I want to do in this video. We're gonna finally, it's still strapped down, you guys. This thing has been in here for I don't even know how many months now. All these spare parts, we're gonna get it out, maybe go through the parts, see what the heck is here, and then we can assess what we got and then start to get it done. So I think Josh is hiding somewhere in there. He's gonna help me unstrap it, unload it, and then we'll get her into the shop and see what we got. Winch is always coming in handy. Okay, so we got a ton of parts. I did pick up this newer Gladiator rear bumper, so that's going to be going on this thing. We've got a brand new radiator here in the box, so we've got that. We've just got parts galore, so we're going to finish pushing it in because it is 1,000,000 degrees out today, and we'll get it in here and then we can see what the hell we got. Like I said, I literally haven't seen anything, so let's push her in. All right, cut it straight. All right, hell yeah, she's in. All right, well, we are gonna unload this stuff. I have no idea what is in here. Josh is starting to go through some of it, so we're gonna unload it. There's a lot of, like, I don't know, stock Mopar stuff, old Jeep stuff. There's a valve cover for old Jeep. 5 million wiper blades, wiper arms, wiring harnesses. I don't know what the hell half of this stuff is, but we'll go through it, and I don't know if we're gonna be throwing anything out just yet until we really see what we need, but there's a lot of stuff here. All right, so we unloaded everything and me and Josh are kind of lost for words. There's a lot of stuff that's like, that's what we were just saying, like we never took it apart, so we don't know where a lot of this came from, if it's usable, if we need to keep it. Like, for example, there's some stuff that's pretty obvious. Fuel rail for an inline 6, like, definitely don't need that, but I also want to talk to Jonathan and see if, since he's more of a Jeep guy, see if, you know, some of these parts are at all like good to keep, or if it's just really common stuff and chuck it. Or if you guys already know in the comments, drop a comment down below, let us know if any of the stuff we should be keeping. There's starter motors, which I'm guessing is from the 4-liter, a lot of wiring stuff, hubcaps. This stuff we'll keep. It's a lot of bezels, different stuff there. Steering column, it looks like. I don't know if, I'm guessing this is from the newer Jeep, if I had to take a wild guess, because it's got an airbag on it, so this is probably the newer steering column. So because the guy took a newer Cherokee and kind of put everything into that, the wiring harness, you can see the dash got swapped. So, and I'll show you guys inside it if you guys didn't see the original video. So it's got the newer Cherokee doors on it with the newer panels. So, and then the inside, it's got a, I think he said it was a 99 dash swap. The seats are in mint shape. Center console's like the newer roundy console. You got the nice newer seats. And then of course, the LS swap. All up in there, but she is a long ways away from being driven for sure. So, a few other things, and a lot of stuff we gotta go through as far as the work, like the tabs that were welded here and stuff. For the dash, like that all needs to be redone and gone through. And I guess the gas tank, this, I believe that's the gas tank that's supposed to be in here, but he's got, our previous owner has this kind of hooked up and wired in temporarily, I suppose. So I think this is out of the Cherokee, but don't quote me on that. Again, this is all stuff we got to go through. I don't know if I showed you guys on the other video, but the floor pans are completely absent in this. So previous owner has cut out some portion of the floor pans, drilled out the rivets of, you know, the floor that maybe needed replacing. So you can see right through the floor. So we have, he's told me that he had the sheet metal cut for it, but obviously that's pretty generic stuff. What we do have is we've got that other Cherokee. If you guys are following along, we picked up another Cherokee and we're gonna cut out the floors so that it has all the factory shapes and you know, dimples and creases and folds and all that stuff. So we're gonna put in factory flooring. We're gonna cut it out of the other Jeep and put it into this. So that's the plan with that, but yeah, we've got a ton of stuff here. But if you guys need any stuff, you see anything in this pile that you might need, hit us up, because I've got like gauge clusters. I'll show you guys more over here. Full other grill. The truck already has a grill, but then we've got this grill, we've got this grill, we've got the panels, we've got 2 gauge clusters, we've got a bunch of drive shafts, we've got the skid plate. I'm guessing this is, what do you think, some sort of transmission? That's what I'm thinking too. It's got that. Is there anything? Oh yeah, these are the taillights with the factory Comanche taillights there. I'm guessing for our AC. It actually looks like a half decent condenser maybe. Got our brake booster, because that doesn't exist right now. It's got our heater core, it looks like. Would that be the heater core? No, that's the AC. And then, yeah, we got like a valve cover for inline 6, air box stuff, glove box, whole whack of, I don't know, here's like stuff for the 4-wheel drive and plates and brackets and who the hell knows. Okay, so Josh took the radio out because there is a cassette stuck in here. So we want to see what these guys were jamming out to. So we're going to try and apply 12 volts to the radio, and we'll see if we can get this thing to eject. All right, here we go. So we got our ground, our power. Let's go. Oh, jeez. It sucked it right back in. All right, what is this? Base Patrol? Joey Boy? What the hell is that?
That's your time period.
Joey Boy. I don't know what Base Patrol. Freak that thing. A hoe is a whatchamacallit. Okay, so we're loading the stuff back up in here, and we found this massive rubber mount. So this is another, I'm guessing, transmission cross mount. Look at the size of this. So I think this is probably going to be for our GM swap. Not sure, but I know that the transmission is currently sitting on a block of wood. So that's one thing we're going to have to go through. But that fits perfectly into the cross member, and it has some sort of bolt pattern on it. So I'm gonna assume that it's for a GM. I'm hoping it is. We're just putting everything back. There's a bunch of random stuff in there. So we're gonna get rid of that box because we are like stacked right now here. All right, so everything is back inside the back of the truck. Let me show you guys the donor vehicle that we're gonna be taking the floors out to fill in all these floors, since we just got straight daylight through these floor pans right now. So here we go, here's the donor Jeep. This thing's got good floors in it. They're not rusted or anything, so that way we can cut out the exact shape that we're looking for on the floors. I'm pretty sure they're similar, but if not, at least we got the exact same metal. I also might take the wiring harness out of this thing because the other wiring harness, I guess, has been altered, and I kind of just want to keep things in factory positions. So I know the other one's been modified and cut and stuff like that, whereas this one should be mostly intact. We can probably put this back where it was just for now. I know it's kind of nice to do wire tuck sometimes, but I think just getting everything working, and really all I'm going to need, since we're running the Holley EFI, is I just need it to operate the actual body. So headlights, taillights, brake lights, blower motors, just that sort of thing, like, you know, horn. So if we maintain that factory wiring, then it'll be a little bit easier. It's going from a 4-door to a 2-door, so we'll be able to eliminate a lot of the harness for the back half, but that's the plan. This is a donor vehicle. We've got everything to get done. Now we just need to get wrenching. Also, the other thing is, I think this thing just has stock springs in it. So the other one's got a 2-inch lift. Comment down below. Do you guys want to see this a lifted project, a lowered project? I'm kind of leaning towards a lowered vehicle since everybody lifts them, but I know there's a lot of Jeep guys that are probably gonna watch this, so let me know down below. And also I want to comment, right now you can see it's got the original PCM computer. This thing is huge, you guys. It's like a phone book of back in the day, and all the wiring, there's a lot of wiring that is just sporadic all over the place. A lot of wires that we don't know, cut wires, spaghetti all over the place. So this stuff all has to be gone through, you guys, and there's a ton of spaghetti over there. So I think it's just better to start over, start from scratch, make sure it's done right, and then we can get cranking. So I'm super excited for this project, you guys. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. We've got the Holley EFI. We're gonna be running the Terminator X Max on this. So we've already got the harness, we've got the computer, it's gonna be plug and play. There's a bunch of little parts that we're gonna need to get. I haven't seen a fuel pump yet, so the fuel pump module or fuel sending unit, I haven't seen it in the boxes. I'll have to dig a little bit deeper, but if not, I'm gonna have to order one, get all that sorted out. Priority number one though is just getting the chassis kind of ready to go. So priority number one, what you guys are gonna see next is us getting the floor pans back in. Once we get a floor, then we can just start running things, getting things figured out, organizing, get some parts coming because we're definitely gonna need some of them. And I need to see if that 5.3 is any good. The 5.3 isn't any good. We also, if you guys didn't see, we picked up a Junkyard 6.0. So we got some options. Either way, we're gonna turbocharge this thing. We're gonna turbocharge the 5.3 first, get things running, send that 5.3 to the moon if she's good, and then we'll move on to the 6.0. So super excited. This is gonna be a budget build that anybody watching could do as well. We're gonna try to keep it as budget friendly as possible. Have a party with this thing, make it to LS Fest, which is only 2.5 months away, you guys. So we're on a time crunch. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are excited. We'll see you guys on the next video.